Well, good afternoon and welcome back to the Little French Homestead. If you are new to my channel, my name is Sherry and welcome. So today what we're going to be doing is juicing out some lemons and some limes. I'm just going to quickly show you what a time-saving and convenient way to have fresh lemons and fresh limes on hand for any recipe that is needed. You see here I am zesting my lemons. Now I did do that with all my lemons and my limes, but I'm not going to show you the entire process on how I did every single batch. So I'm just showing you this quick little batch right here. After I zest all of the lemons, half of them got put in my ice cube trays and the other half I just put in a little Ziploc bag, and I just made sure I labeled it as lemon zest. Once I went and squeezed off all of the lemons and got as much juice as possible, I went and grabbed a half a gallon mason jar, and what I'm going to do with this is put in all the juiced lemons in the mason jar, and I'm going to go ahead and cap it and stick it in a cool, dark place for about 3 to 6 weeks, sometimes 7, depending. And then once processed, you will go ahead and, get a strainer and a bowl. You want to get all of the juice out, but you don't still want all of the pulp that maybe has gotten loose in your lemon shells. And then that is a perfect around the house cleaner, and it is safe and healthy for you and your family. It's not going to have all the chemicals like some of the other ones can. Once then I've squeezed out all of the lemons, I have 4 containers of a silicone based ice cube trays, and I'm going to pour them in there. Now I do have some lemon zest in with the ice cube trays and then some without. I wanted it a little bit of mixture because sometimes you do have a recipe that calls for lemon and lemon zest, and then some recipes that are just called for lemon juice. So I just wanted to make sure that I had a little bit of each. My lemons here were prolific at giving me all of this wonderful lemon juice. I ended up using all 3 trays, and I only used 1 lime tray. Now I have to tell you, I already had 1 lime ice cube trays already in the freezer from a day or 2 ago that I did, so this is just mostly all of the lemons. Now what I did is I did wrap these up very tight in aluminum foil, and you want to stick them in your freezer. Normally overnight, but I did 2 nights. Now I made sure that in my baking sheet, when you see here in a few moments, that I wrapped it on both ways, because if you have children in your house and things get moved around quite a bit, you certainly do not want all of the lemon juice or your lime juice leaking all over your deep freezer. I've learned that in the past. Ask me how I know that. So this lime juice here, I was able to stick in the bottom of my refrigerator, in my freezer. But the limes I did stick in my big deep freezer. Once you go ahead and zest everything. Now I know you don't see me zesting it here, but I had already pre-zested everything. And since I already had a bag that had lime zest in it, I had already put it in there. And that was just my little container left of some lime juice. Now you saw me putting it in the deep freezer. Now I'm going to go ahead and make sure I show you the white vinegar. Pour that all in there. Make sure that you get them fully involved, deepened all in there to get the juice all up and around. Now, I did see on another video from somebody else, which I thought was a super smart idea, is to go ahead and use a parchment paper and put that on the lid, and then that way, while it sits for a little while, you don't get any liquid off that, and it doesn't rust your lids. This was super fun. I enjoyed this. I do this all the time. This is a quick saving meal prep recipes that can help you save time in the kitchen. Okay. Now this is how I just emptied them all out. You can see all the aluminum foil wrapped around that pan. All I'm just doing now is just taking them all out. You do see me wearing gloves here. I had actually had a hangnail, and my finger during the first couple of times, it was getting really hurt. It really hurt. It stung. That's what I was thinking of, the word stung. So I put gloves on. You certainly don't have to do gloves here, but my fingers were really stinging. So you're just going to put them all in there. The Ziploc bag, make sure you label it and date it. So I wrote lemon juice, and I wrote down the month and the year. You want to stick that in the freezer, and anytime now you need lemon juice or lime juice for a recipe, you just put in 1, maybe 2, and then you enjoy your recipe. So I just want to say thank you so much for visiting my home today. If you like these videos, please go ahead and like, share, but most importantly, go ahead and subscribe, and keep on cooking. Bye.